Hey guys, it's CowboyDino, here with another Christmas special in our 8 days
Ready?
till Christmas. Yep, I've already started, and I'm here with BruhLukey, and we're going to be ranting about the Grinch for as long as we can. I'm just going to wait for BruhLukey to finish doing his intro, and yeah. Hopefully this video won't be too long, although it probably will be. We're going to be going over all 3 of the Grinch movies. And we're going to pull up the Wikipedia and critic rating. You done with your intro?
Alright. What should we talk about first?
I think we should talk about the first Grinch.
Alright.
The How the Grinch Stole Christmas holiday special.
The good one? Alright, the great or the best one, in my opinion.
I mean, it's definitely a classic. So, you all know the plot of the Grinch.
Yeah. You're mean. Alright, are you pulling up the wiki?
I already have it up, and
I don't see it.
well, you can't see it because I'm on a different device, but
Oh.
So How the Grinch Stole Christmas, also known as Dr. Seuss' How the Grinch Stole Christmas, it came out in 1966. Crazy. A television special, directed and co-produced by Chuck Jones.
Jones.
It was based off of the 1957 children's book of the same name by Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
And it was originally telecast in the United States on the CBS on December 18th, 1996. And it also features the voice of Boris Karloff. I think that's how you say it, as the Grinch and the narrator. I mean, it's a great classic.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a shorter film, and it doesn't have very good structure. It's not like a full great movie, you know?
How is it not a great movie?
It is a great movie, but it's like there's no other than the Grinch, you don't get any other talking except for Cindy Lou Who saying a few lines.
That made no sense, but alright.
Yeah, actually, it did make sense. Only the Grinch and the narrator talk, and they're played by the exact same person. Let's see, soundtrack. Oops, sorry.
Obviously, you're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
Yes. 3 songs: Welcome Christmas, Trim Up the Tree, and You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. So Welcome Christmas is the, Fahu Fores Dahu Dores one. Trim Up the
starter.
Tree. I remember Trim Up the Tree. That's when the Who's are getting ready for Christmas. And the Grinch is oh, all the noise. I mean,
Noise.
yeah. This is definitely a classic movie. But would you say it's better than the other anime Grinch or the live action Jim
It's
Carrey?
better than both.
It is, you say, because I know you're a big supporter of New Grinch. Benedict Cumberbatch.
Live action Grinch is garbage.
I care to disagree. But, so you'd say it is better than...
The classic one?
The classic one is better than the newest one?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. What is the rating on it?
Oh, for Metacritic?
Yeah.
You know what, I'll just present it on Google Meet. Where is it? This one. Alright, Alright, so the reviews are 8.3 out of 10 by IMDb, a 100% for Rotten Tomatoes, which, if you don't know, is a really good
that's
score.
Amazing.
Yeah, and an 8.3 out of 10 by
8.3,
TV.com.
I think 8.3 is, like, a really good, like, an accurate rating of it, because, like,
all these ratings are pretty accurate. 100% for Rotten Tomatoes is...
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that it's that good, but 8.3 out of 10 is pretty accurate.
Yeah, 8.3 out of 10 is good, because, all of the older ones are not great, like, plot structurally, but, like, what can you do about that?
Yeah.
So do you want to move on to the next one?
We're
going in,
Did you go over the plot?
I can go over the plot, even though everybody knows it, but... So the Grinch is a surly and antisocial green creature with a heart 2 sizes too small who lives alone in a cave atop Mount Crumpet, located at the village of Whoville. He especially hates Christmas and has always been annoyed by the town's Christmas celebrations. One Christmas Eve, he finally decides to stop Christmas Day from coming to Whoville by disguising himself as Santa Claus. His dog Max as a reindeer, and in reversal of Santa's visit, steals all the gifts, decorations, and symbols of Christmas. Once loaded, he plans on dumping the bags of stolen goods. His plan is nearly thwarted by a toddler named Cindy Lou Who, but is otherwise undetected. As the Grinch reaches the summit of Mount Crumpet, ready to dump the bags, he discovers that the citizens of Whoville, who, despite having no gifts or decorations, still gathered in the middle of town to sing as Christmas Day dawns. Realizing that Christmas means more than just material possessions, the Grinch's heart grows 3 sizes. He saves the sleigh, returns the presents and the other belongings to the Who's, and joins in the Christmas town celebration by carving the roast beast.
That's actually a really short plot.
Exactly, because it's a shorter movie. And
it's the shortest one out of them all, though, because it's technically a special, but not a movie.
Yeah. Well, the budget was $315,000.
Whoa!
Although, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. And wait, let's talk about You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, the song.
It's a classic.
Yes, I love this song.
Me too.
It's a great. It's the You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. Like, you can't replace that.
Whoever the singer is, I love how they can't come up with like the most harshest things to say about Grinch.
Like, as much as I love the Jim Carrey one, this one has like the most classic of the songs.
In my opinion, this is the best version.
I can say this one is equal to the Jim Carrey one, but they're very different. They're both good, just in different ways.
I don't remember what the Jim Carrey ones sound like, so in my opinion, this is the best one.
So he acts like Jim Carrey. You know, because he is Jim Carrey. I'll go over it once, and actually we're just getting to that right now. How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Wait, are we on the garbage one?
Yes,
Oh, no.
I should say no, but I know what you're referring to. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, also known as Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and simply The Grinch. 2000, let's see, directed by Ron Howard and written by Jeffrey Price and Peter S. Seaman. It was adapted into a full-length feature film. That's why it's good.
Because the old one was a huge success.
Yeah. It's narrated by Anthony Hopkins, and stars Jim Carrey, and a lot of other roles. Let's see. The music is by James Horner. Oh, and I forgot to say, I think I still have this. Let me see, what's the runtime? The running time is 25 minutes for the original one. 25 minutes.
Oh, wow.
This one is 105 minutes. The budget is
105 minutes of torture.
And the budget is 123 million, and it made $345.4 million in the box office.
I'll pull up the reviews for it. Give me a second.
The Grinch's greens. It borrowed some music and character elements, such as the song You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, and the Grinch's green skin tone.
Alright, tell me when you want to show me the reviews.
You can show them right now, actually.
Alright, so, let me present. Tab. Live action Grinch reviews. Alright. This movie, oh wait, this is the 2018 one. I searched up live action and it showed this up. Wait, hang on. Stop emailing me! Grinch. Jim. Carrey. It's taking a while. Oh wait, the reviews are right here. Whoa! 6.2 out of 10 IMDb. 49 Rotten Tomatoes, 46 Metacritic. To be honest, that's not what I would give it. I would give it lower.
But you gotta say that Jim Carrey, you either hate Jim Carrey or you love Jim Carrey. I don't think there's an in-between. Like, you either like him or you don't. And that's why the scores, that's why the Rotten Tomato scores is like 50%. Because it's half the people like him, half the people don't. And that makes sense. Would you agree?
The thing I like about Jim Carrey is that he was in the Sonic movie.
Yeah, I'd say you just don't like that version of him. Is it because of the makeup?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, haha, funny you say that. It was originally the second highest grossing holiday film of all time behind Home Alone. And both films were surpassed in 2018 by a third film adaptation of the story. It won the Academy Award for Best Makeup, as well as getting nominations for Best Art Direction and Best Costume Design. So take that.
Well, whoever did that has no taste.
Maybe you just don't have taste. Are you a professional in that?
No, it's
area?
ugly. It just looks like barf.
That's
on a stick.
That's the whole point. It's supposed to look like that.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, I am sure about it. The Grinch is supposed to look ugly. That's the whole point. The whole point is that he's shamed all his life for his ugliness, and they're mean to him because he's ugly.
Jeez, I'd rather watch Brave than that movie. It's seriously that bad.
Okay, so let me give you the plot. All of the Who's of Whoville enjoy celebrating Christmas. The Grinch arrives in Whoville as a baby, adopted by two elderly sisters. He is a timid child who had a crush on Martha May Whovier, one of the prettiest girls in his school, who showed empathy towards him. Bully Augustus Mayhew, however, was jealous that Martha liked the Grinch more than him and began to mock him for having a beard. Because of this, on the first day of school's Christmas party, Grinch cut his face while attempting to shave, to which his classmates except Martha laughed and caused the Grinch to lose his temper and declare that he hates Christmas. He fled to the top of Mount Crumpet, north of Whoville, where he then took up residence. Years later, nobody liked the Grinch because of his mean-spiritedness, though especially at Christmas time. The 6-year-old Cindy Lou Who believes that everyone is missing a point about Christmas by focusing too much on the gifts and festives, and too little on personal relationships. She encounters the Grinch at the post office and later discovers his tragic past. Cindy nominates the Grinch to be the town's holiday cheermeister, much to the displeasure of Augustus Mayhew, who's now the mayor of Whoville. Cindy climbs up to Mount Crumpet to invite the Grinch to the celebration and eventually accepts. As cheermeister, the Grinch participates in several events and begins to have fun. But Mayhew spoils everything by giving him an electric razor as a present, reminding him of his childhood humiliation. The mayor then publicly proposes marriage to Martha, giving her a gaudy engagement ring. Enraged, the Grinch berates the Who's for their materialism by telling them that Christmas is only about gifts. They'll end up throwing into the garbage, which is dumped on Mount Crumpet near his home. He burns down a tree. The Who's, however, have a spare and goes on a rampage before returning home to Mount Crumpet. Finally, fed up with the Who's Christmas, I'm not gonna go over all of his, the stuff about his costume, but, he pretends to be Santa Claus, and he lies to Cindy when she catches stealing the tree, allowing him to escape. And in this one, he tries to dump it over the edge, and then he doesn't. But the Who's wake up on Christmas morning. They're horrified to discover the theft, and Mayor Mayhew blames Cindy for letting the Grinch ruin the holiday for the town. Her father, Lou Who, comes to his daughter's defense by explaining to the mayor and all of the other Who's that he's finally figured out what Cindy has been trying to tell the whole town. Christmas mainly about being together with family and friends, not just gifts and fancy decorations. And then they sing the Fa Who Forays. Wait, it's called Welcome Christmas, right? Yeah. Before the Grinch can push the pack of stolen gifts off of top of Mount Crumpet, he hears the Who's singing, and realizing he has failed to prevent Christmas, his heart grows 3 sizes, and he saves the sleigh that almost fell over the edge, and he forgives, the Who's forgive him for his burglary. I can't even say that. I can't talk.
The plot is so
I can't talk.
boring.
And apologizes for his pranks before surrendering himself to police, who accept his apology and deny the mayor's request to arrest and pepper spray the Grinch. Even Martha turns down his proposal and returns his engagement ring to him, declaring that her heart belongs to the Grinch. Afterwards, the redeemed Grinch joins the Who's in celebration, feasts, and carves the roast beef himself in his cave. And that was not a boring plot.
It was way too long. It was so forgettable.
The only reason it was long was because the other one was so short.
This is a freaking kids movie.
What?
And Pepper Spray, this is a freaking kids movie.
Well,
what happened to your mic? I can barely hear you.
I don't know what happened. But it's not boring. It has a deeper message than the other one, because it's just like it has kind of a very similar plot. At least one of the plots.
You sure about that?
One of the plots is very similar to Charlie Brown Christmas. Huh? Commercialism.
Well, it's worse than it.
Do you keep unmuting?
No.
Unmuting over and over again? I don't know. But I think that it's a solid movie. And
I hate it.
Why do you hate it so much? There's no reason to hate
It's
it.
ugly.
Even I don't hate the... It's not...
Even... Oh my gosh. People are screaming. Even Nostalgia Critic hates it.
But... I don't love the newest one. Yeah, I don't say I hate it. That it's, like, the worst. You know? I just think you should maybe watch it again.
And sit through that torture? Heck yeah. Alright, you know what? Before we go to the animated one, I want to do something. I want to show all my reviews of...
Yeah, show some reviews about that. Why not?
Alright, I'll present it on Google Meet. Alright, so the reason why I was spamming my keyboard is because I was actually working on a Google Slides for the Grinch movies.
Nice.
Now I'm gonna present it. Right there. And here we go. Alright. This is... Oh, wait. Alright. Grinch movies. First of all, this is the old one. 8.5 out of 10. It's a classic. You can't go wrong with it. And this is live action one. I'm sure you all know why I gave it a 1 out of 10. And I accidentally added another tab, so I just put I hate live action Grinch. And here's the anime one, which we'll get to later. For some reason, CowboyDino doesn't like this one. Everybody doesn't.
It's not
but
that,
I gave it a 7 out of 10.
It's not that I
like
don't like it, and I don't hate it. And
wait, I'm not finished.
I never say I hate it.
BruhLukey!
In CowboyDino, it's not that I don't hate it like you. I'm not, like, rude to a production, that production, because I don't like that plot as much. No, I'm not rude to it, but you have to be really rude. You have to be really rude to the makeup and costume design that they spent $123 million on.
And they wasted that $123 million on that. Alright, let's just go to animated.
I mean,
Grinch.
You're not lying. They did kind of waste it, but they wasted all of the money on everything.
You know what? I'm gonna pull up the Wikipedia on mine and present it.
Okay.
There we go.
I have the wiki on here.
Alright, I'll present it.
Came out November 9th. November 9th, 2018, right? Pretty sure?
Yep.
Okay, so I enjoyed this movie. It was good. It's just not my favorite.
Wait, I forgot. Wait, can I say my final thoughts about live action Grinch?
Yes.
Alright, so in my opinion, this is definitely the worst out of them all. Why do people like this movie? There's better Christmas movies. Freaking Elf. Freaking Charlie Brown. Freaking the classic Grinch. freaking Santa Claus 1, Polar Express. All of those movies were better than that, and there are much more. Alright.
I care to disagree. Anyways, agree to disagree. How about that? We have to agree to disagree. Even though somebody here is right. Me.
Yeah, and that is me.
So.
Alright, you know what, you're taking forever, so I'll just read it.
Yeah, you can read this part, and then I can read, like, we'll trade back and forth since you have the wiki up.
Alright, where are we? Are we on this article is about 2018 3D computer animated?
Starting with the Grinch in bold.
Oh, the Grinch.
You don't have to read the entire thing, but just, like, the important parts.
The Grinch also know... Wait, alright, can I talk?
Yeah.
Thank you. The Grinch is a 2018 animated American computer animated Christmas fantasy comedy. The film was produced by Illumination Studios, which is very controversial because it produced the Minions and distributed by Universal Pictures. I didn't know that. Based on the 1957 book How the Grinch Stole Christmas by Dr. Seuss. I'm sure we all know that. We did blah blah blah. Following the 1966 television special starring Boris Karloff and the 2000 garbage live-action feature-length film starring Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey is not a bad guy.
He's not at all.
Don't crap on him, but whoever made the costume needs to do better. It marks Illumination's second Dr. Seuss film adaptation. If you're confused, the original wasn't really a film. Following the Lorax 2012, everybody's favorite film. Oh my god, I hate this. The film is directed by Yaros Shan and Scott Morser, written by... Alright, but you can read that first, so...
Yeah, narrated by Pharrell Williams and starring the voice of the Grinch by Benedict Cumberbatch.
And I'll just skip to the plot part. The plot follows the Grinch and his dog Max as they plan to ruin Whoville's Christmas celebration by stealing all the town's decorations and gifts. The Grinch was released and distributed by Universal Pictures. We literally just saw that. It grossed
Go to the plot.
It grossed over $511 million worldwide, becoming the highest grossing holiday film of all time. Ha!
But it's not the best. And you know this.
As well as the highest grossing Dr. Seuss film adaptation. Ha! It received mixed reviews from critics. Alright, yeah.
Mixed reviews, exactly.
Who praised the animation and the vocal performance, particularly Cumberbatch's, but felt the film added little or nothing new to the source material.
Yes.
There was new songs, but I disagree with that. This was the final Dr. Phil's... What? Dr. Films? What? Dr. Seuss film adaptation. Wait, alright, you can just read the bottom.
Wait, the budget was $75 million. Less.
Rich boys.
Less money than, the live action one. And in the box office, it made, $511.8 million. Alright.
It's
great. And it was the
Can I say the plot?
Yeah.
In the town of Whoville, I don't want to donate $2. In the town of Whoville, the human-like people called Whos are filled with excitement about celebrating Christmas. However, the only one who is not amused is Grinch. Oh crap, my parents are home. Alright, we need to pause for a second. Pause the screen recording.
Okay. We'll see you guys in a second.
Grinch. Grinch lives with his dog Max. Meanwhile, 6-year-old Cindy Lou, everyone's favorite character, who notices that her mom, Donna, is over... Donna?
Didn't know her name was Donna.
Is overworked trying to take care of herself. and her twin brother. Buster and Bean. Cindy decided to send a letter to Santa Claus to her mother to help her mother. Cindy encounters the Grinch. He sarcastically tells her that if the matter is so urgent, she'll have to talk to Santa face to face about it. She takes the responsibility and attempts to go to the North Pole to talk to Santa, but when Donna tells her that it would take a month to travel there, she instead decides to try trapping Santa with the help of her friends.
That's her second option.
With Christmas approaching, a bungled attempt by the Grinch to ruin a tree-lighting ceremony results in him having a flashback about his childhood. Oh, so it's just like live-action Grinch, but better. And an unwanted in an orphanage.
At least the Grinch from the live action was wanted.
The Grinch soon decides that he will steal Christmas from Whoville to assuage his distress. He and Max acquire a fat reindeer, one the Grinch calls Fred, and
nobody cares about Fred.
From his friendly neighbor, Mr. Bricklebomb. After a test run, the Grinch and Max discover that Fred has a family, and the Grinch emotionally agrees to let Fred go home with him. On Christmas Eve, after making a Santa disguise and crafting dozens of gadgets to help with his plan, the Grinch and Max, who pose the sleigh in Fred's place, go down to Whoville to steal decorations for presents. He soon encounters Cindy after falling into her trap. Her quest to help lighten her mother's workload and her kind advice about listening to the Who singing his sadness touches the Grinch's heart. Despite this, the Grinch continues his mission, unable to let go of the loneliest Christmas brought him. After stealing everyone's Christmas presents, the Grinch and Max head back to Mount Crumpet to dispose of them. The Who's pick up and are shocked to see the presents and decorations are gone. Cindy believes that she is blame of her trap, but Donna tells her Christmas is not centered on presents and that Cindy's the best thing that ever happened to her. You sure about that? No, I'm kidding. The Who's join together to saying Welcome Christmas, Grinch's favorite song, rendering the Grinch puzzled to see that they are celebrating Christmas. Seeing Cindy and remembering her advice, the Grinch immerses himself in their singing, causing his heart to happily triple in size. Afterwards, the sleigh falls off Mount Crumpet, and the Grinch attempts to save it. He succeeds, and this when Fred and his family come to his aid. After securing the sled, the Grinch and Max slide down back to Whoville in order to return the stolen items, and the Grinch attempts his crimes and apologies to the Who's return his cave. Ashamed of what he's done, feeling sorry for the Grinch, Cindy later invites him to celebrate Christmas at her house, which he awkwardly attends. Once seated for dinner, he confesses that it wasn't really Christmas he despised, but being alone and neglected. With this, the Grinch finally accepts the Who's friendship and enjoys Christmas at home.
You got really bored at the end. But okay, I have some comments about this. I have some comments. Donna, the mom telling, like, in this one, Cindy isn't the, like, in the live action one, Cindy's the one saying, oh, Christmas isn't about presents. But no, in this one, she's like, Christmas is all about presents. Like, yeah. I know she didn't, like, say that, but, like, she's just as, like, clueless as any of the Who's. And it's the mom who's smart, which is,
clueless as any little kid.
But, but I do like how how it's, like, not that he hated Christmas, that he just didn't like being alone. I think that is, like, a good thing for the thing. That's a good thing for the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to do the music for the
All right,
live
before
action
we end
Grinch.
Oh, I exited out the tab.
Okay, I have it. I can read it.
All right, before we go over the music, let's look at the reviews.
Okay.
All right, the reviews. Let me present now. Open it up, tab, and Grinch 2018 review. All right, all the critics were 60% Rotten Tomatoes, 6.3 out of 10 by IMDb, and 3 out of 5 Common Sense Media.
Okay.
And that's it. Let me stop.
Wait, what was the first one?
All right. It had a 60% of Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay. I mean, that's not much better than the live action.
Wow.
But so the runtime is 86 minutes. Okay, now let's go over the songs. We'll go back and forth. Okay, so You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, by Tyler, the Creator.
Obviously.
Your turn. We're going back and forth on the songs here. What are you doing? Are you, throwing your Chromebook, across the room?
Nah, I already broke it anyways.
Okay. And then, oh wait, I forgot you didn't have the wiki pulled up, did you? That's why, yeah. I Am the Grinch by Tyler, the Creator. Christmas Is by Run DMC. Deck the Halls by Jackie Wilson. Run, Rudolph, Run, the Brian Seltzer Orchestra. My Favorite Things, The Supremes. Zat You, Santa Claus by Buster Poindexter and his Banshees of Blue, because we all know that band. Christmas in Hollis by Run DMC. Jingle Bells, Brian Seltzer Orchestra. The Christmas song Merry Christmas to You by Nat King Cole. God Rest You Merry Gentlemen by Pentatonics. And A Wonderful Awful Idea by Danny Elfman. Stealing Christmas by Danny Elfman.
That was a pretty good soundtrack.
I would go over the score, but there's too much.
We need to end the video.
Wait, one more thing. I forgot to go over the Grinch music for the live action.
Oh no, not that hell. Wait, I thought you did.
I didn't. Green Christmas. Grinch 2000, Green Christmas, Christmas of Love, Lonely Christmas Eve, Grinch Schedule, Whoville Medley, Christmas is Going to the Dogs, You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, obviously, You Don't Have to Be Alone on Christmas, Where Are You, Christmas, Christmas, Why Can't I Find You, Stealing Christmas, The Big Heist to Cindy Lou.
They all have Christmas in the title.
Really Ruined Christmas, A Change of Heart, The Sleigh of Presents, and He Carves the Roast Beast. That's just music, background music and all, and the dialogue.
Right. Before we end the video, final thoughts about animated?
Animated, I'd say the animated,
in my opinion, it's better than live action.
I think all three of the Grinch movies are really good, and they're all unique in their own way.
Yeah, they're all... Alright guys, I hope you like this video. More videos coming soon. This video's at 39 minutes. I gotta hurry up.
Yeah.
Bye.
Hope you guys enjoyed. We're gonna post another Christmas video tomorrow. Happy holidays. Bye.